Hey guys, welcome to my channel, God's Greatest Gift with your girl China. I wanted to do a video on divorcing a narcissist. But before I do that, I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button, guys, so that other people can get a hold of this content. Um, the reason I wanted to talk about divorcing a narcissist, because if you watch me on Harry Over the Top, you will know and you will see my journey of divorcing this narcissist. And I want to tell you guys it ain't easy. And that before you get out of the relationship, if you're not out of it now, make sure that you grab your documents and everything, all court paper, everything that would be used in the court, bank statements, videos, evidence, everything, guys, before you plan your escape, because these people will hide stuff. They will hide assets. They will hide evidence. They will not give up documents to keep the process going, to make sure that you don't get what you're asking for. They will alter documents to make it look like their income is less than what it is. They will, for those financial affidavits, they will write unnecessary stuff on there, like on the financial affidavit that he filed. It says he's going to therapy. Lord knows he's not going to no therapy. And that's just to run up the expenses and to make it look like to the courts and me that he's getting help. But at the same time, you're in the same relationship that tore your marriage apart. So obviously therapy is not working for you if you are going, because you still with the same situation that tore up a situation where you felt like you needed counseling for. So how could it be actually working if you're facing the situation every day? It's all a ploy, guys. These people will say things in documents. They will get narcissistic attorneys where that attorney will become your enemy. It's like in my situation, that attorney wanted to have me thrown in jail because we both were facing being held in contempt in jail over the weekend if we did not get our documents together, if we didn't file a pretrial memorandum. And when I filed my pretrial memorandum, I put some information on there that the judge did not agree with, which doesn't make sense. If I'm putting on there saying that we have the issue of infidelity, how does that not have anything to do with the marriage? Guys, judges can also be narcissists too. So I have 4 going against me. I have the attorney, the judge, and the stale supplier. Now, she's not new. She never was new. She's just somebody who's been in the background the whole time that we've been living in this town, that he has been going back and forth with and that he's been working with. So these people will drag this divorce on and on. I've been trying to divorce this narcissist for 2.5 years now. It took me a month to realize what I was going through and to finally file that paperwork and get this process going. Because at that point, I knew I wasn't going back. I knew that if I had not got a hold of the information that I found about narcissism and took it serious, I would have went back, guys. I'm not going to sit there and pretend like I would not have and that I'm perfect. I would have gone back, guys. And so they will file motions. They will hide documents. They will not turn in paperwork. They will drag this situation on and on and on. And when they know that they are losing, they will continue it. Because the reason they continue stuff is to see if something may pop up against you. I fly straight. And so for 2.5 years, they've been trying to get some stuff on me to use in court, hoping that maybe I get arrested for something, or maybe some police come to my house for certain things, or bad relationship, domestic violence, anything that they can use against me. And none of that has come up, guys. And so they just keep continuing for years. I mean, I've had probably 7 trial dates and they have not gone through. And that attorney wanted me thrown in jail because of the stuff that I put on that pretrial memorandum. And the judge said, well, since the bulk of it is done, we're just going to schedule for trial. Because that attorney tried to say, well, Your Honor, she didn't do what she's supposed to do. So he knew if he say that, the judge was going to get furious with me and that he was going to have me sit in a jail cell over the weekend filling out documents. But the judge denied that. Even though this judge is very narcissistic, he have been doing things that have benefited me. Because this attorney, he's so crooked. He have done so many crooked things that his license needs to be revoked. And I try to use my platform to expose this type of behavior, even with judges. And I want you guys to work with me on this, because I feel like these judges are very narcissistic. And depending on what state you live in, we can vote their ass out. We voted them in, and we can vote their ass out. If they're not doing the right thing, if they're not following the rules, if they're not being ethical, we can vote their ass out. So use your voting power just like you do in mayoral races and Senate races, Congress for the president. Exercise your power on every level to vote. Because if you don't vote, people who do not have your best interest at hand will get in office. And one day you will come head to head with that person. And that person will destroy your life because they feel like they're smarter than you because they're a judge. They feel like you're an idiot and that you're wasting the court's time. And that's how I feel that this judge feel about me, that he's taking it out on me because he's used to seeing attorneys battle. And since I can't afford an attorney where he can get pleasure out of seeing attorneys battle, he hates me for not being an attorney. And that's sad because his ego and his pride is getting in the way of him making ethical decisions. He makes some that are ethical, but the way he speaks to me is very unethical. And if any bar got a hold of those recordings and saw the way that he spoke to me and the unfairness, he would lose his license. And that's why I encourage you guys to vote these people the fuck out if it's allowed in your state. But getting back to the topic, guys, these people will do anything to win because they want to see you suffer. So if they can hide finances and you get as less as possible or maybe even nothing, then so be it. And that's because they know if you're financially strapped, guess what? They're still worried back in, even though you're divorced. They want you to come running back to them. They want you under their thumb, under their power, under their authority. And that way you will never question their authority again because you won't win. These people will stop at nothing. They have no bottom. They have no morals. They have no ethics. They will drag it on for years and years and years. They will even set you up. I'm to the point where they made a Facebook page to incriminate me, pretending it was me, bringing it to court, trying to get me to admit to a Facebook page because they mimicked a page that they thought that I still had, which I no longer had. And put that stuff on there. So the minute that I admit, yes, I have a page under that name, all they have to do is present other stuff with that same profile picture, with that same name and that stuff on there and say, you said that's your page. So that means you posted this. See, they get grimy like that. And that attorney knows this. He stalks me, the attorney, the new stale supply, and the narc stalks me on my show, on the podcast with Harrio, and they use everything that they hear in court. I can tell because they be prepared. So I start moving in silence and no longer talking about my divorce. And they do not know about this page because they have subscribed to my other page. So I had to create this page. But these people are very stalkerish. And they will stalk you for info on your life. Not only because they want to use it in court, but they also want to destroy you. They want to make sure that you don't have anything. And that's why they drag the court process on and on and on and on again. Hopefully that you'll give up if you're pro se, or if you have an attorney to drain your finances to the point where you now have to get rid of your attorney and fight on your own. And you can't do that. But I've been pro se the whole time because I don't have the means to fight a case for 2 years. And these people are not winning against me. You just have to have the confidence, the truth, and the evidence. A lot of people want you to believe that if you go in that courtroom and you tell the truth, that it shall set you free. These people will take the truth and wrap it in a lie. And the minute you admit to the little piece of truth in it, you have now copped to the lie. You made the lie liable, credible. So anything wrapped in a lie, deny, because it's not the truth. It's been fabricated, it's been twisted, and it's been turned. And so therefore, it's no longer the truth. You know how you could tell somebody something and by the time it get back to you, it have different versions. It's not the original story. That's exactly what they do to you guys. These people do not want to divorce you because they lose. They lose finances. They lose you. They lose the power. They lose the control over you, the authority. These people want to have authority over your life. They want to be the one who determines your survival, whether it's mentally, financially, or anything. In a relationship, they want to control it. And they will do that by dragging out a divorce process to literally beat you, to continue to break you down to where you submit to them, you be subservient to them. These people will stop at nothing. I know because I'm going through the process. And I'm going to post more about my divorce. But these people will forge documents. They will alter evidence. They will stop at nothing to ruin your image to the judge. And all this is documented and it's public information. So anybody go into your case through public information and see all of this stuff that makes you look bad. And that's what they want to do, ruin your reputation to everyone. I know because anything in court that Stale Supply has posted on that Facebook page to make it look like things were going wrong for me and that I was a liar. But if you guys go look into my case, it will be nothing like that. And I have to go back into the court and tell them, because they have me as if I continued a date, and I didn't do that. How could you make a clerical mistake like that? The other side continued that hearing because they wasn't ready to proceed without the guardian ad litem's report. They didn't want to shoot in the dark. So he asked for a continuance. But somehow the clerk put the petitioner, continuance was granted, never asked for a continuance a day in this case. Never. I was always prepared to move forward. These people are the bottom of the barrel, guys. And God has turned his back on them. And there is no redemption for them. He leave a window of opportunity open for these people. But they're so stuck in their ways and their sins, and they can't admit that they're wrong. So they will never turn to God and ask him for forgiveness and never repent for what they're doing. Because they're never wrong. They can't be wrong. They were always told that they were wrong as a child. And to them, to be wrong is to be in trouble. And they don't want to be in trouble. They don't want to be held accountable for anything they do. So what they will do is lie, cheat, and steal to cover up. When all it takes is just an apology and to admit to say that you're wrong. That takes no work. But they rather go through a lot just to cover their tracks, their infidelities, their lies, their cheating, their stealing. All that work that they put in when all it takes is a simple sorry, simple forgive me. But these people would rather put in the work to hide it because they don't want to admit that they're wrong. They don't want to be held accountable. How sick is that? How mentally disturbed is that? That you would rather do all that stuff and continue to pile on the lies just because you don't want to say I was wrong or I'm sorry. But you notice when they get desperate, how they say I'm sorry, how they apologize. I'm going to do another video on that because I have some insight on that as well, guys. But these people will definitely drag a divorce out because they don't want to let go. And that supply that they're with so stupid, because I would be like, just let go. Do what you got to do. Why are you still fighting? Why are you still holding on? That's because that person that they're with is envious and jealous of you, and they're just as toxic, and they want to take you down because you are a threat. And I'm going to do a video on that as well. But for those of you who are planning to divorce and to get away from these people, main thing I'm going to tell you is get your evidence together and get your emotions in check, because they will run circles around you in that courtroom and make you look crazy. So being emotionally stable is very important. And that's why I'm kind of glad that they dragged my divorce out, because they gave me time to get myself in check, to get my emotions in check, where I've not had one outburst in court. There is nothing they can say, nothing they can do. And when something is a lie, deny. That's the terminology for that. When it's a lie, deny. That doesn't mean that you're a liar. That means you're defending the truth. Because the minute you give credibility to the truth portion, you give credibility to the lie. And the judge will take that as valid. So I just want you guys to know that, yeah, these divorces drag on and on and on and on. You'd be lucky to get a quick divorce. And the reason why you would get that is because they're ready to marry the next person. And don't think they above overlapping in marriages. They will be married to me or you and still marry the new person. They have no morals. They have no dignity. Marriage is nothing to them but a piece of paper. And you know what a piece of paper you could do to it? You can ball it up and throw it away. Think about a protective order. If they don't want to honor it, what they going to do? Contact you, come around you. And that's the same with a divorce. It's just a piece of paper. And one thing we fail to realize is once that infidelity has happened, the marriage is broken in God's eyes. There is no marriage. You are no longer one with that person. So that marriage is no longer a marriage. It's just a piece of paper to humans. It's nothing to God. It's nothing in God's eyes. And one thing we have to understand too is the reason these people are no longer in our lives is because they wasn't sent by God. And when God has not sent you something, He won't let you have peace. You can't have peace in chaos. He won't let you have peace because the minute you get peace, you get comfortable and you will never leave. So He have to allow the chaos in order for that situation to fail, because it wasn't from Him. But be very careful, guys. Make sure you have your evidence. Make sure you have your emotions in check, because you are in for a ride of a lifetime. And these people are not above trying to take full custody of your children to hurt you. I can't talk on that situation because I'm not going through that. But I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to deal with these people with these custody situations. And I'm going to do a video on that. because I think it'll be very helpful for me to give you guys what I learned, because I've learned a lot. So hope you guys like this video. Hope it was helpful. Again, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Again, hit that like button, guys, and share this video so that other people can get this content. It can get out there, and so that I can continue to make more videos for you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys on the next video. Peace.